Okay, I thought it might be time for another little developers update. The last couple of days I have been working upon beautifying the grassland sort of terrain, the kind of peaceful green hillside, mountainside landscape. A little bit glitchy. The grass is not always planting where it's supposed to go yet, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Um, I recently just set up the oceanology system, which creates, as you can see, some beautiful ocean landscape, ocean waves, ocean frothage. Just looking really, really nice. The level of detail on the flower still looks a little bit funny because it's actually kicking in a low level of detail at a distance. Then when you get close, you can see what the flower actually looks like, but then back up, it kind of does a low level of detail version of it, so it looks kind of funny, so I gotta figure out how to change that here. Let's jump back in with some nicer weather. One of the things I really like are these weeping willows. These are just beautiful, beautiful tree models there. And I recently set up the God rays on the sun bloom. Let's see if we can get just the right angle there. We should get some nice God rays coming through. Here we go. A little bit, not too much. Probably not the right angle. These show a lot more when the sun is at a different angle. I think I can actually just hop out real quick, and oh, there we go. Now we can see them pretty well. So we got some God rays coming through, the beautiful weeping willows on the beach. We got a beautiful ocean with some really nice looking waves. Then one of my next things is going to be to get the wind to affect the wave level, basically. Under the sea, as you can see, it's really cool. This oceanology plugin. If you're near the surface, the water is quite light, quite clear. But as you descend deeper, the what would it be? The post-processing effect starts to deepen and darken up until you get into the deeper ocean. It gets bluer and bluer the deeper you go, bluer and deeper and darker. So you can see now it's quite dark and hard to see around, but if we get closer to the surface, it starts to lighten up. It's actually really cool. You can even, I think, see the cloud layer through the water, which is pretty neat. Yeah, let's hop back in for a minute here. So Voxel landscape generates pretty quickly. I think there's some ways to optimize that still. Next, I'm going to start working on this terrain material a little bit. Right now it's kind of simplistic. It looks pretty good, but kind of simplistic. I think we could create some additional blending. I also added in a forest, a sort of an upper higher elevation forest terrain type. So lower down we have palm trees and we have the broadleaf green trees, and as we get a little bit higher, we get sort of to more mountain tree with the occasional sequoia tree tossed in. Some of these are enabled with wind physics, the other ones are not yet enabled with wind physics, but the wind physics system is something I still need to add. Yeah, still working on the swim system, but hopefully get that figured out pretty soon. But yeah, as you can see up here, we are at an elevation which is high enough to start getting the sort of the alpine tree, I guess you would say, without the snow. No snow yet, but actually, if you do get high enough, there's a snow layer. I'm just not really sure where to find that at the moment. I got the flight system sped up. Seem to be stuck on some tree terrain. Got to work on the collisions there a little bit. Anyway, that is basically it. Some beautification. Oh, come on, voxel spawners. Just doing it, spawning there. Some beautification to the terrain a bit. And yeah, I just think it's really cool actually how we get some of these little bay areas that get generated, and almost we actually have some lakes that are generated. They're filled with ocean water right now. But yeah, as you can see, we got these little bays that sometimes get put in. I would like to find a way to affect the height and the intensity of the waves in the sort of protected areas. Actually, as you can see up here, we are getting to that snow layer. It's not really set up very much yet, but anyway, that's where we're at here today. I think we're waiting for some voxels to draw. That's why nothing's appearing here yet, but we should start getting some terrain. There we go, some terrain come in if we give it a second to load. So yeah, got some flowers. Again, the LOD is kind of weird on them. We got some trees, we got some leaves, some happy flowers, some happy trees, some happy birds in the sky. No, we don't have birds yet. We probably should get some. All right,